Hi guys. Well, welcome to the brand new show of Fusion Kitchen. Fusion Kitchen where everything goes. And right now I'm waiting for my co-host and chef Abdul Shahid. I wonder where he is. He's always late. Oh, there he is. Come on, mate, you're late again.
Assalamu alaikum, Sharif. Bro, you know, this is my trademark, yeah?
Yeah,
right?
well, all the chefs are always late, by the way.
Yeah, well, that's the fascinating thing.
Okay,
right?
Anyway, listen, you're late. We haven't got much time. We are going to do some cooking today, right?
Absolutely.
So tell me, what are you going to cook?
Right. As you know, I have come prepared, even though I'm late, right? We're going to cook two fabulous seafood dishes.
Right.
One sea bass and one our traditional Bangladeshi golda chingri special.
Fantastic. Both my favorite dishes, or one of my favorite dishes. Where are we going to go?
What better than at the heart of Brick Lane?
I can't wait, and I'm sure the people can. Come on, let's go.
Right, the king prawn I believe is on that end.
Come on then.
You know, it's one of my favorites. So, right. So you got the lasso, you got the taki fish, mega boil. Here's the king prawn, right? Yes. Okay, it's marked 628.
That's 628. That's
right?
the one we want.
So we want the golda chingri one, which is this one under 5.
Right, okay, let me just show it to the camera. This is the under 5. That's the one we're getting. We got the king prawns from here, under 5, the big ones. We got it from Bangla Town in Brick Lane. We've got to get the sea bass, which is sourced locally, but it's an English fish. So we've got to go to an English fishmonger, which we're going to get on the way, right?
Absolutely, let's go.
Let's go. Well, we are back. We've done our shopping, we've done some of the prep work, and I'm going to go over to Shahid. Shahid, what are we cooking today?
Sharif, thank you for handing it over to me. Yes. Lovely to be back with you. Right, today we're going to do a Bashai chingri. Okay, I'm going to do this before I put my hands. It's a under 5 king prawns from Bangladesh. And what we're going to do, Sharif, today, we're going to take the meat out of its shell, mince it, and we're going to toss it in my special spices and herbs with onion and oil and everything else, the herbs that needs to go with it. Brilliant. And then I'm going to stuff it back into its shell, okay, and present it as a starter, okay, with a special coriander mango chutney sauce.
Right,
okay?
So let me just say, Bashai chingri sounds grand, okay, I'm sure it's going to taste grand as well. Now, am I going to get my hands dirty?
Of course, we need to roll up our sleeves.
Fair enough, I'll do that, okay.
Let's get cracking. And what's grand about it? What does Bashai mean in English?
Well, monarchy, is it?
Yeah, kings. Okay. It's fit for the kings.
Fair enough, go
right?
ahead. Well, as long as it tastes that, I mean, at the end of the day, look, I'm just ready for the eating part of it. Yes, I'm going to help you. But anyway, what's the so that's the side,
that's the starter,
right?
And then the main, and then it's going to be followed by fillet sea bass.
Right.
Again, it's Fusion Kitchen as we all know it. So there's going to be a little twist. I'm going to use some Italian herbs, right? Some chives, some flat parsley, some dill, and with the Indian twist, I'm going to use my own mixed blend of spice. Marinate it in mustard oil. Leave it for a little while. And then we will be shallow frying the sea bass. Okay. And I'm going to cook some risotto, again with a bit of twist. We're going to make it golden brown, just like our pilau rice, and put our Indian spices.
Well, this is Fusion Kitchen.
Yep.
This is Fusion Kitchen. So what is it? Fusion between Indian and Italian today, right?
Absolutely,
okay,
yeah.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to make some risotto, which is known as arborio rice. Okay, right. And we're going to have sauteed potatoes to accompany. Again, it's a traditional sliced potatoes, golden brown with pinch of salt and black pepper.
Shall we get cracking?
Yes, of course. Right. First of all, I'm going to get the king prawns.
Right.
Right. And what I'll do is just slightly do that because I want to keep the shell intact, Sharif, because it's very important for the thing. And take the whole king prawn out like this.
Right, just for the viewers, just watch how he's taking the king prawn out of the shell. So we're keeping
the whole thing, and I'm going to keep everything intact.
Right.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do is very important that we take its inner vein out.
Right.
Because that can upset people's stomach.
Right.
So we need to clean that out. There's two ways to do it. Okay. I'm going to show you the simple way. Okay. Because that other way is you can put it on the tail and just slightly press it and just pull it out, and the whole tail comes out.
Okay.
But that takes a lot of
expertise.
Yeah,
Right, fair enough.
Right. So I'm going to clean this out and then wash that. Now, what I've done is I've already got prepared. Sharif Bhai, if you'd like to bring,
All right,
I've got some already prepared,
go.
washed. Right. So
But I'm just going to say, just for the viewers, the reason he's taken the midsection out. I mean, this is a crustacean. Prawns, king prawns, is the allergen is called crustaceans, and this can give you a stomach upset. So make sure when you do cook at home, take that particular part out.
Can you dice a couple of onions for me? I'll need
No problem.
1.5 to 2 onions.
Okay, let's
at
have
the
a look.
time,
Let's
I
have a
will decide exactly what I put in prawns. Can you put the pan on for me, please? Okay, put it on too
do
slow.
all the work.
Right. Well,
Right. By the way, this is an induction cooker, which some of us don't have at home, but it's slightly different. Anyway, look, this is a very smart cooker. Now, I guess I'm not very smart, or smart enough, I guess. Right, Shahid, I've got the cooker on.
what I'm going to do, I'm going to use, with my king prawns and my fish, I prefer using blended mustard oil. 4 tablespoons of mustard oil, blended mustard oil, because I'm not using pure mustard oil, otherwise it will be too strong, it will overpower the king prawns, okay? Just wait for that to heat up. Can you put the temperature up a little bit for me, please?
Yep. 8 is good?
Yeah, 8 is good. Just wait for it to fill. Now, how do you think we'll know the oils are heated up?
I have no idea, you tell me.
Well, just use a tiny piece of onion in here.
Okay.
And if it sizzles,
all right,
that's hot enough to
so
go.
shall I just do that, yeah?
Not just a tiny weeny bit, okay,
little bit,
because
little
we
bit.
want to put the garlic in first before anything.
Oh, okay. No,
No, it's not quite ready. Okay,
sizzling.
that's fine. In the meantime, what I'm going to do, I'm going to score the sea bass for my main dish. Now,
Tell me where you're scoring it.
right, because if you don't score it, what will happen is, number one, obviously we want the spice to marinate.
Right.
But the main reason behind it is so the fish doesn't curl up.
Okay, all right,
Right, so that's the reason behind of scoring it.
Look,
right?
your onion is sizzling slightly
Is
here
my
now.
onion sizzling? Okay, we just need the pan a bit more hotter. Okay, right. So I'm going to put some mustard oil in here. Okay, because we're going to marinate in here. Can you give me some finely chopped parsley, please?
Right, finely
Right,
chopped
yeah.
parsley. Okay, right, here's the
Yes, a small
parsley.
quantity would be fine.
No
okay,
problem.
and right, for my spice mixture, right, I've got good selection of spices here, viewers. Okay, I've got paprika here, I've got coriander, ground coriander here, chili powder here, turmeric, haldi here, my mixed curry powder. Now, this mixed curry powder here, if you can see, right, is my special blend. Okay, so that's my unique blend, and that's where flavors can differ, right? And then I've got my ground jeera, which is known as cumin. So I'm just going to use about a 1/4 teaspoon of jeera, because jeera is strong, so we don't want too much of it. Okay, I'm going to use coriander, 1/2 spoon of coriander. Okay, and just a tiny weeny bit of paprika. Okay. This paprika is also strong.
Right, listen, the oil is getting
okay.
hot. What do you want me to put here now?
Put some of that garlic. Okay, now we need
So I just put 1 teaspoon of garlic here.
1 teaspoon of garlic. Right.
Anything else?
We need to stir this. If you
Give me that,
stir it
give me that to
nicely,
me.
wait for it to get a bit golden brown, not too golden brown
Right,
yet.
so we're caramelizing it, right?
Right, we're going to put the onions in to caramelize it. Right, okay. So that's that. I'm going to put a bit of chili powder into my mixture. Now, chili powder to taste, okay? So I'm just going to put a tiny weeny bit, okay? Just a 1/4 teaspoon of this, and some turmeric. Now, turmeric is an excellent antioxidant. You know that?
Antioxidant, right? Yeah, okay.
Right, okay. Plus, it's a very cleansing thing. Right, onions are ready
right?
to go? Right.
Okay, slightly.
Right, we've got some onions here. That's...
When you put it down, I'll
right,
stir it.
that's fine, yep. So, if you stir it, please.
Smells nice already.
Oh, can feel that's why I've
The aroma, yeah?
roasted the garlic first here, because I want
Okay.
that abundance of garlic smell. But right.
Right, any salt?
So that's enough. We will add the salt afterwards.
Right, okay.
Reason why, if we add the salt now, it's all going to melt away.
Fair
I
enough.
want the onions to have a bite to it, so nice and crunchy. Okay, so
Fair enough.
because the onions will extract the water out from the thing, and it will dissolve the onions
Okay,
very quick.
right,
But I
okay.
don't want it dissolved, so I want the onions to be bits.
So you want me to just carry on stirring?
Yeah, carry on until it's golden brown. Now I've got my mix blend of spices here. I'm going to mix that nicely. Can you add the parsley to this, please, for me?
Okay, right.
Right.
So I'm going to put the parsley in there.
Yeah, parsley in there. Okay. No, in here.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you got to tell me what to
of
do.
course. Hopefully, by the end of the show, you won't be an amateur, right?
Just an amateur. All right, fair
Or
enough.
maybe you can teach me one or two things.
It'll take time for me to be a
I'm sure you've got
professional.
something in your bag for me, right? So
I've got
that's
quite a lot of
that.
stuff
Now
in my bag.
I'm going to marinate this. I need a pinch of salt. Sharif, by about half a teaspoon, please, in
Half
here.
a teaspoon of salt. No problem. Here you go.
Salt we can do
Okay.
to taste, okay? That's fine. Thank you very much. Right. So I'm going to marinate this nicely. The spices, okay. Right, your hands are not dirty. Can you open this lid for me, please? Okay.
Absolutely can.
Thank you.
Here you go.
I thought you go to the gym, right?
Thank you
Right,
very
not too
much.
Just a few mustard seed. So when I shallow fry that mustard seed will open up and give it some flavor to it.
Right.
Okay. And if you could put the lid back on for me, thank you. So that's nicely marinated. Okay. Make sure we mix it in properly, so all the spices and everything
absolutely,
mixes up. And
So how long would you normally marinate that for?
we're going to leave this for about a good half an hour.
All right,
Okay.
okay.
Right. Okay. So that's ready.
Right, it's golden brown now.
Okay. Less than half a teaspoon of salt, please.
Okay. Some more salt, yeah.
Less, because we can do
Less
salt to
than
taste.
half a
please,
teaspoon.
yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, that's fine.
good.
That's fine.
There you
That's
go.
fine. Okay. Right, and let's do that now. Right, so that's that, and now we're going to put a little bit of chili powder into it. Okay. Back quarter spoon.
That's it. All right. Let me just give it a stir.
Just a bit of turmeric,
Hold on. What did you do to this?
bit of coriander. There you go.
This cooker is very fast. You know that. As soon as you put it on,
Yeah, they're fantastic. These new
heats up very, very
technology.
quickly.
Not too much sugar, just a tiny little bit. Okay. Sugar. And I'm gonna use my
Well, I can see the spices coming out now.
Sharif Bhai,
Yeah.
can you please put things back where they belong? You see how much I have
You know
to
what? I didn't want to
stretch?
disturb you. You know
Thank
how
you.
chefs are, right? They get
Yeah.
angry sometimes. So I thought, let me just leave that on my side until you ask.
Right. Thank you very much.
All right, I've dealt with a couple of chefs in my lifetime.
Right. I hope you didn't sack them.
Well, you know, that's something for you not to know right now.
No problem. Right. So that's done.
So we're not going to put any chilies in, right?
Right, okay, now the king prawns ready to go, okay? Just make sure they're nice and dry.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we want it, the dish is going to be dry, yeah?
Okay,
So,
right.
we want to get... Now, finely chop it
Finely
with the
chop.
stem, please, yeah? Whereas with parsley, we don't use stem.
No problem, no problem. I'll
And,
put that here.
You know the reason behind that is?
No, you tell me.
Because the coriander stem has which adds a lot of flavors.
Okay,
Right?
fantastic.
Whereas the
fantastic.
parsley stems don't have any flavors. I've already got about 4 cups full of arborio rice here.
Arborio rice.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So it's for our risotto.
Fantastic.
Okay, and we're just going to wash this quickly.
All right.
I've already had the rice soaked in water, okay? So he absorbs the water,
You know
the
what,
cooking
this is-
process takes things. How's that coming along?
This is smelling very nice, I've got to say.
Okay, that's coming out really good, okay? It's more or less ready, okay? Pure butter ghee. Like I said,
Right.
it's going to be a twist with a fusion, right?
Fantastic,
I'm going to
right.
normally use olive oil to do the jiborio rice, but what I'm going to do...
So that's for the rice.
Arborio rice, yeah.
That's for the rice, right?
Yeah, we're going to do it the Indian style, but I'm going to use risotto here, okay?
All right. Do you want this to be still on the pan? Or the pan to be still
No,
on the cooker?
that's now ready. So we can wait for that to cool down. Okay,
right.
so if you put that on the side,
put that on
I'd
the
appreciate
side,
that.
yeah.
Okay, we just wait for this to heat up.
But as you can see, guys, now if you have a look at this, this is the situation that we want the prawns to be. Nice and soft. Obviously you can't feel it, but I can see it's nice and soft and all the flavors have been bedded together. You know, how did you come across this actual dish?
I love working with king prawns, full stop, yeah?
Right.
King prawns in Bangladesh, all around the world, is
it's one of my
very
favorite.
acquired, it's got a very acquired taste and
Right.
it's not readily available,
Right.
so therefore there's more demand for it. Bangladesh is the biggest exporters of king prawn in the world.
Really?
Okay. Now the pan's hot, I'm just going to add about one, because we need nice aromatic smell from this, okay?
So that's what the
It's made
extraordinary
from
flavor.
pure butter ghee, and it just, you know, it gives that extra aroma to it, and you need that for the pilau rice, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to dice another half, not too much.
I can smell the hanumgi already. I mean, this is obviously saturated fat. A lot of this is saturated fat, but you know, it's something that most Indians or in Bangladeshi cooking, we use this a lot. And the actual reason is for the flavor, right?
Absolutely. So here it goes in. Can you do me a favor?
Yes.
Can you put a couple of pieces of bay leaf, okay?
Right.
And one star aniseed, please. The star aniseed is very strong, okay? It's one, okay.
It's a lovely shape, isn't it?
Now, if I use star aniseed, I'm not going to use Javantri, okay? Because they're both strong in
So
spices.
this is star aniseed and this is?
Yeah, because
What's that called? What's that called?
this is Javantri, okay? It's a
Javantri,
special
okay, all right.
dish, okay? I don't like using both at the same time because they're both very, very strong
Okay.
spice, okay?
I
So I'll
understand,
use one or the other,
No
right?
problem,
But they
right.
both have their own distinct aroma to it, right?
Okay.
Cardamom, okay? Now, one key tip
Yeah, go on.
for our viewers is whatever you store your stuff in, make sure it's airtight, okay? Because once the dampness goes into it, it loses its full aroma.
Right, okay, no problem.
So I'm just going to crush two. We don't need to use 5 or 6. Because
Okay.
as soon as you crack it, the full flavor
Yep.
will come out of it. I'm going to use a bit of shahi jeera.
Right.
Okay, it's a very delicate spice, this. That's
Okay.
why I'm putting it in afterwards. Because if I put it in too early, it just sometimes can burn, yes.
So basically you just wait for the browning,
Yep.
and then you put the shahi jeera, right?
That's right, okay. I'm going to stir
Got
it,
it.
and stir it for about another minute, okay. Now, it's golden brown, it's, the rice is ready to go in.
Okay.
And we're going to fry the rice and then add boiling water as we go along.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm watching, go on.
Okay, excellent, right. So now this is the rice, okay. I'm going to put that in, okay.
So that's been soaked before, hasn't it?
That's been soaked, yeah, so it's absorbed the water, so the cooking process
Still a little
becomes
bit of
shorter.
water left.
Yeah, no, that's why, look, I'm draining it out.
Okay, right, so that's what you're doing.
yeah,
Shall
of
I give it a
course.
stir then?
Yes, please, yeah. And I think that will be enough.
Well, you're lucky that you got me to help you cook today. Normally you'd be doing it by yourself. Who's going to stir it then? Bobby?
Well, you know, I was in the house. Everything's 50-50 now,
Fair
right?
enough, fair
Otherwise, we're all in trouble.
that's
Am I
the best
right?
way to be,
I
isn't
think
it?
you've experienced the trouble.
Well, I mean, look,
it
it's
sounds like it.
Well, let's not go there right now, but we're talking about you, not me. But you know what? I mean, at the end of the day, you know, cooking is nice when two people cook it, I think. Yeah, it's always nice.
Now, I need you to get me another pan for my sea bass, because the sea bass has been marinated for
Okay.
about half an hour now.
Right, fine.
Which is just perfect. for
How
me.
does this one look?
Right.
Yeah.
This one is perfect, green
Okay.
pan. Now, just about 2 teaspoons. Yeah, that's it, okay. That's
So you
that.
didn't even measure that. You just put it on the.
Yeah,
the
well,
wooden spoon.
we don't do everything too specific, right? But
Right.
can I ask you to put this back?
Yep. It's getting a bit sticky there.
That's it, yep. Now what I'm going to do is let it fry, because can you see where the rice has roasted a bit? Right
It's
now,
entirely
I will
cold,
add
is it?
some
Right.
water to it, okay?
Okay, go on. Right, you just
Once,
pop-
press it
yeah,
twice, and
yeah.
straight away.
There you go.
And that will give you instant water.
By the way, instant boiling water.
Okay.
Not
Right,
even
so
a
that's
word.
off. Now, I'm going to slowly, with this rice, you gradually add the water. Can you put a half a teaspoon of salt in here, please?
Okay, half a
Okay.
teaspoon of salt coming up.
Salt to taste, yeah?
There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
fine. That'll be fine. Absolutely. Yeah. First of all, just keep an eye on this. Is this hot enough? Right. If you
Seems
add
to be hot enough, yeah.
mustard oil, okay? Again,
Okay.
right? About 4. It's going to be.
When you're doing this at home, just make sure you measure it a little bit because he's a good chef. So at the end of the day, he doesn't have to measure it. These are all what we call antas in Bengali. But do measure it, otherwise you might put too much or too little.
Would you like to stir the rice?
Not really, but I'll stir it anyway.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Goodness me.
Are you becoming a danger to hazardous to this kitchen?
I think so. Do you want me to?
But don't worry, Sharif, don't worry. We can
now these things will happen, so you're just going to be ready for it, prepared for it. A little bit of water on oil, obviously, is going to sizzle.
Yeah. That's all right. What I'll do is it's not a big deal. Look, the rice will go back in here. All right, so let's just stir this, okay?
I like the way you remember things. Okay, go on.
All right. So you see the process is completely different, okay? Now it's releasing its starch, yeah?
Right.
That's it, it's coming out nicely.
All right.
Now with Italian rice, normally it needs to have a bite, okay? They call it al dente, that means a bite.
Al dente.
Al dente.
You've got to use the accent.
Exactly, right? Well, you do better than I do.
Al dente.
Right? Yeah,
all
al dente, right? Now that's why I'm the chef and you're the presenter, right?
I like saying it. Al dente. That's better.
Right? And but because obviously we're cooking it for the Bangladeshi household, we're going to cook it thoroughly through.
So it doesn't need a bite then?
No, it doesn't need a bite. But if you wanted to cook it the proper way, the Italians would hate us for this. Now, I'm going to put this in there. I won't get your hands dirty in here.
No onions?
No onions.
So
we're going to shallow fry this. Right, Sharif, if you'd like to use this so the fish won't break.
Okay.
But wait for a little while. So in the meantime, we don't need any more water. This is perfect, okay? So I don't want the rice sticking onto the side, so I'm just putting some ghee on the side.
Well, I can see how you can multitask. As you can see, guys, he's really into his cooking.
Okay. Now it's ready to
Shall I turn it around?
over, yeah? Just be careful, we don't want to break the fish, we want to keep it intact.
All right, listen, I might actually break it. So do you want to do that?
Okay,
let me take over.
Try.
Yeah.
Gently. Right, that's it, nice and golden brown.
Okay. Oh, this looks absolutely fantastic.
You see? That's that.
It looks really tasty, doesn't it?
Now, I'm going to bring this on here.
Right.
Get the induction down too slow.
Okay.
So that's our fish. That's nice.
So
when it's firm, the fish is cooked.
This is ready, right?
This is ready now, okay, because the skin should be nice and crispy.
Nice.
Okay, if you just put it on here. Now, I've intentionally kept a bit of excess oil in there. Because
what's the reason
I'm going to shallow fry the skin for our bashayi chingri.
Right. There you go.
So that's your fish.
Now, normally with the fish, anything that's fried, in my house, what we do is we have these extra kitchen towels and stuff like that. And I've learned it from and my missus. I've learned it from my missus. I've also learned it from my barbies. And they just what they do is they soak the oil out a little bit. Is that what you do?
Yeah, sometimes, of course, if there's excess oil, we always soak it out.
Okay, fantastic.
Right, but you always need a quantity of oil to get that flavor.
Right. Okay.
And
now, this is something interesting that you're doing. Even though I've been in the culinary business for a certain period of time, I haven't actually seen this being done.
Okay. Well, that's
it just shows,
that's what's exciting.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, the more you learn, the more you know that how much less you know.
Okay, in the meantime, what we're going to do, we need the blender, right? I've got some coriander.
Right.
Put I'm going to put some coriander here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break that in half like this, okay? Squeeze it, bang, in here.
Right.
Okay. Can you...
yeah, what do you want? Onions?
Can 1 clove of garlic, please. Just... Right, I'm going to...
give me that.
Fry this in here with it, okay?
Just like that?
Yeah. Just like that.
Fantastic.
And if you could turn these around. Can you see where it's changing?
I can see how it's changing. It's becoming nice and pinky.
Okay.
I'll just turn the garlic around so it gives a little bit of fry up on the other side.
This is what's called imli, known as tamarind.
Right.
Now, it's fresh tamarind,
right,
which you have to keep in warm water, soften it up, and then you have to sieve it out.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And I like using fresh imli. Okay.
So it's made into a paste.
It's made into a paste.
So
I put fried garlic.
You used fresh
yep,
imli
that's
for
right.
that.
Fresh imli of that, and I put fried garlic in here
right,
with mustard oil.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to put a a whole spoon of this. I'll just bring it in front of the camera.
Yeah, so they can see
our
what
viewers
you're
can
doing.
see. Okay, so this. That's it. Thank you. Right, and.
So how many spoons did you put in there?
I put 1.5 teaspoon.
Right.
Can you put me at right?
Just coriander.
This is ready now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that here. Switch the gas off for the moment. Can you add a pinch of salt in here, please?
I can indeed.
A pinch of salt. Okay.
This much?
Yep, absolutely. That's fine.
Okay.
And we got a piece of lemon somewhere.
Right. We got the king prawn shells, nice and golden.
What I'd like you to do is get a teaspoon. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a teaspoon here. Look, I've got a teaspoon here.
And if you give me one, okay.
Right.
So it's nice and cool. Okay. Right.
So you want me to stuff it?
If you could stuff it, that would be nice. Okay. With be gentle with it because I don't want you to break the shell.
No, we don't want to break this shell.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can see. Let me do that.
I'll let you take over
No
while
problem.
I just sort my coriander and mango chutney. Now, Sharif bhai, this is a peeled mango, Brazilian mango. I like Brazilian mango because it's got more tanginess to it, okay?
Right.
Rather than Indian or Bangladeshi mango, which are more sweeter, right?
Right, so this is my stuffed king prawns, guys. A big stuffed king prawns. So I'm going to leave this on the side here.
Right, now the twist is going to be we're going to use extra virgin oil. Can you pass me that, please, for my chutney?
Extra
that's the
virgin
one.
oil.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to take that garlic, which is nicely. Can you smell that flavor? Can you say it gives a different flavor, right? I'm going to add that to my chutney, right? I'm going to get some lemon squeeze. Can you also pass me the balsamic vinegar, please?
Yes, I can.
Right,
Okay, there's your pan ready to use.
Balsamic vinegar, right? Thank you.
There you go. Right, what are you going to do with the balsamic vinegar? So
I'm just going to put about 1 teaspoon, yeah, not too much because 1.5 teaspoons.
So you're mixing that to the your sauce that you're going to make?
My sauce, yeah, because it's going to give that nice sour, tangy taste. It will blend in with the lemon juice. Now I'm going to blend that, so okay?
Yep.
Okay, that's your puree ready, your fish is ready, stuff. Now we need to do our sauté potatoes, okay? Time is very short. I'm going to use vegetable oil, okay? Just
so you're using vegetable oil right now?
Yep. Now, you've prepared some sliced potato.
Well, this is something that we did earlier on.
Right.
Right. Okay. So you got
Let's get the water out. Drain the water out. Okay. Right.
Now tell me, what you did before was you put. I saw you put some sprinkled some salt on it. Right.
That's right. Because what that does, salt will extract the water out.
Right.
Right, and it will cook quicker. Right.
Oh, so you're saving time on cooking, basically.
That's right, and it releases the starch because it can become really sticky. Let's see how this is going. Excellent. That's it. So, sauté potatoes. It's a traditional Italian. Well, it's their form of chips, really.
All right.
Okay. Now I'll keep that here.
Well, we have finished the cooking now and we are ready to dig in. And you know what? We've got a guest with us today, haven't we?
A special guest.
A special guest. And you know what? He is actually shortlisted from thousands of applicants. Correction. First runner-up of Tiffin Cup, which is it's actually run by a member of parliament.
It is run by a member of parliament.
Yeah. And not only that,
it's done yearly.
Not only that, which is that one's run by a member of parliament. The best part I like is he was the best chef of Just Eat.
Absolutely.
Again, first runner-up.
Exactly. So we got the best of the best, and he was shortlisted for cooking for the X Factor show.
Oh, fantastic. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I've got that down as well. I was going to come to that, but anyway, you grabbed that from me. X Factor. Now, he wasn't, what do you call it? He wasn't in the competition, but he actually cooked for the judges, the crew
That's
members, and, you know, all the hardworking people,
Yeah.
right? You know, he fed all these hungry people. Must be fantastic. I'd like to welcome to the show, guys, Fazlur Rahman. I wasn't going to shake your hand, but, you know, I just thought I'd shake your hand anyway.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you for inviting me.
Now, Shahid's done the cooking.
Yes.
I've helped him with the cooking. Right, you've been watching us, haven't
I've been
you?
observing.
Yeah.
I've been observing all this.
What do you see? What do you think? Who's done most of the cooking? You or myself?
We'll
Be honest.
We'll leave you at that.
No
Well, I think he's made me do a lot of cooking. Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
this is our first show, and you know, really glad, really happy that you're here. Now, let's see. Why don't you dig in and tell us what do you think?
Well,
That's the starter, by the way. Oh, let me just say, this is the Bashai Chingri Buna, so it's nothing simple.
I feel royal already.
Well, there you go. That's the whole point. Here's your knife and fork. Dig into that, and then we'll go on to the main courses.
I've been watching you guys, you know, cook all this, and I'm really looking forward to eating this.
Well, you're a bit of a celebrity chef yourself. I mean, look. At the end of the day, you cook for all these famous people. You got to, you know, your feedback is very important to us.
It's
Absolutely.
I hope he likes it, right?
Right.
interesting dish here. Okay, so what did you do with the shell?
Go on.
Did you actually fry, or did you? Actually
Yes, I shallow fried it to get it that nice golden orange color, and it becomes nice and crispy and intact, and this shape just forms really nice, and it enables me to stuff the stuffing back in.
I mean, this is very clever.
Go on, let him put it in his mouth. You're stopping him.
All right, I'm going to dig in. I'm going to stop both of you. I'm going to dig in and give you something.
God.
Moment of truth.
Now listen, we want you to be honest, okay? If it is not nice, I know he's done the cooking, so I can say that. If it's not nice, just tell us honestly what's your
I think
opinion.
you've done the cooking. Tastes wonderful.